Surah Al-Fatiha. What chapter is this? Al-Fatiha. Where's the war? Please speak.
Insult and attack by the idolaters. Why does it talk about attack on the first page?
Let's see.
He's got tafsir. Bismillah, come on.
Move your hand.
All right, where is it? Read this, please. Read this.
What do you want me to read this? I just showed it to you.
This is the Quran, apparently, in accordance to you.
what
Read
is
this. All right, read this. All right, I'm going to read it out for everyone, inshallah.
Why don't you show it to?
In the name of Allah.
Insult and attack.
We're
Insult
gonna
and
go to
attack.
Allah.
Insult and attack.
We're
Insult
gonna
and
go to
attack.
Allah.
Insult and attack.
We're gonna
Insult
go
and
to-
attack.
Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the Muslims and hello to the non-Muslims. I would just like to briefly respond to Tan's assertion in the video that the first chapter of the Quran contains verses of war. Something which I just have to say is so utterly ridiculous and patently false on its face that nobody has ever preceded him in claiming such a thing. As you can see from the screenshot of the book he presented, he is using a Picthor translation of the Quran, and what Picthor does is give a quick introduction to each chapter or surah in the Quran. These introductions are not commentaries, but little historical background information. We can read from the parts Tan highlighted to prove his point that the Prophet ﷺ and his followers were being insulted and attacked by the idolaters. So the Prophet ﷺ arranged for the services, i.e. prayers, which had till then been held out of doors, to take place in a private house. Something not only completely devoid of, but contrary to the Islamophobic distortion coming out of his mouth. With that said, I would like you to go on with the video.
You don't have a point to make and you feel frustrated.
yes.
My point is,
Do you know what he keeps doing? It's all ad hominems with him.
how
It's
do
all
we
ad
live
hominems.
together? How do we live
How
together?
do we live together? We, first of all, we breathe in and breathe out.
Okay.
And that's how we start. We
Okay,
start on,
okay.
Muhammad, peace be upon him, said this.
Okay.
An Arab is not superior to a non-Arab, nor is a non-Arab superior to an Arab.
Okay.
A white man is not superior to a black man,
Okay.
nor is a black man superior to a white man, except by piety and good manners.
Okay. Okay. So what about yellow man and brown man?
All right, I'm out.
You're out.
You are.
want to talk about Quran, yeah? you just fighting, you just making bullshit statement. You can't even argue with me.
He said, what about yellow man?
That's the truth. That's the truth. And Quran is racist as well, by the way. We could want to explore Quran.
Allah. He said, what about yellow man? He said, no.
Okay, look, part 2 with Abdul Hamid. Watch how quick Abdul Hamid shuts him off now. Watch.
You're very touchy. If you just relax,
This
Is it your first time here?
Okay, let me
Is it your first time here?
You see, if I don't raise my voice, you
Because
don't let me talk.
sometimes
Yeah, get a good view,
sometimes people
and you'll see how
here
quickly
first
it's
time
locked
don't
off.
realize.
I try to
Just say, please,
Yeah,
guys,
relax,
stop.
See,
And let me
I can't
explain.
talk. You can't speak.
Relax.
You see, when I don't speak
Calm
out
down.
loud,
Calm
nobody let me talk.
Relax.
I'm very relaxed. You see,
What?
you're just
why,
trying
why,
to act
why,
tough, you know.
Relax, I won't talk.
Let me talk.
No, relax.
Let me talk.
I'm fine, relax.
Okay, let me
yeah?
talk. Can I talk?
Why are you here? Why are you here? But sarcasm doesn't get you anywhere.
You give me
Sarcasm
question.
don't get
I
you
want to
nowhere.
answer a question.
No
You ask me,
one
you ask
likes
me, am I a
someone
communist?
who's
You
obnoxious.
ask me, am I a
No one likes
communist?
someone who's sarcastic.
You ask me, am I a communist?
Yes.
And that first proof you are racist.
I'm racist,
Okay,
yeah?
you're racist.
It's
Because-
racist to ask someone, are you
Yeah.
communist? That's a
That's
racist
why-
thing
that's
to
the
say.
same thing.
Wow.
That's why
You
that-
learn something new in this
That's why
place every
people
day.
say Islamophobia is
You
the same
guys,
thing.
you're a comedian,
Because
man. You're a
The
comedian.
first way we talk to each
Five
other
star,
is
man.
we don't bring in belief. Because we always make judgment. This is human nature. Yeah?
Okay.
I see you have a beard, I will call must be Muslim. You see me as yellow screen, I'm a communist. That's the point I'm trying to make. We make
Are you done
a
now?
judgment.
Are you done?
We judge a book without reading the
Are you
book.
done? Are you calm now?
Okay.
Did you get off your chest?
Okay.
Okay, relax now. So what do you believe?
I believe in I have to live my life.
You what?
I have to live my life.
You have to live your life. This is what you believe in.
That's what I believe in.
Okay, what's this religion called?
Free thinker?
Free thinker.
I'm not here to spread religion, you know?
Let's see.
I'm just,
So
you know,
you believe that you should just live your life whatever you want?
I'm born and this is an adventure, it's
and
a
you will
journey.
die.
I will live until I die and then I know the answer, you know? Because I have not died, I don't know the answer.
I see.
I can't tell you.
You have no answers for anything. You just want to live your life and that's it.
That's the most logical way.
It sounds to me. It sounds
When
like
you
you're
do a
very
mathematical
lost.
question,
You sound. You know what? To
how
me,
do you solve a mathematical question? How do you solve a mathematical question?
before you get very philosophical and you want to go up here, Let's stay here and just deal with
You
the
are the
basics,
one that I don't know where you.
Don't
You're
jump.
going- you're
Don't
flying
jump
right
over
away.
above your head.
You're flying
okay?
right away, okay?
To me,
you don't create a rocket by just okay. I want to fly, and then you fly, Superman. You can't do that, yeah.
What's
Tell
your
me
name?
how you solve.
What's your name?
How you solve a mathematical question? You
What's
haven't
your
even
name?
answered me. Ask my name.
Time.
Answer my question, then I'll tell you my name.
And what's your name now? What's your name?
Color my screen.
Tan.
Sorry?
Ask the gentleman.
Tan,
My friend,
tan,
you're very
tan,
touchy.
tan the
Relax,
yellow man.
relax.
Ask the gentleman.
Listen,
The
we
one
don't
who says
wanna
he's a
harm
yellow
you.
man.
Relax.
He said he's a
Calm
yellow
down.
man.
Are
That's
you
what he
angry? Are
said.
you upset?
He's a comedian, man.
Do you have something on your
comedian.
chest?
Ask the gentleman.
Yeah? Because you seem very arrogant. And you
I seem very
very
logical.
sarcastic.
I'm
the way
like a
you
robot,
talk.
you know?
I'm treating you with respect.
Asian can't dance. So sorry, yeah, but I just answered.
Don't ask him about his name.
So, do you want to have a discussion or you just want to be funny?
I'm having a discussion with you.
And being silly. I mean,
I'm having a discussion
what do
with
you want? Because because my 5-year-old son has more sense than this.
Let's get serious.
Honestly.
How do you solve a mathematical question?
First and foremost, what's your name?
He just answered you.
You're gonna
Tan.
be racial, man. Don't ask
Seems
me
like you're very angry. You can't listen to anyone.
Listen,
you are too
look,
angry. You don't listen to anyone.
I don't like to talk
He
to
just
people when
said
I'm
Tan.
sincere.
He
You know,
said
if someone
Tan
is
four
not
What did I tell you?
times.
He's gonna get locked
If
off.
he has
fast.
issues
He
in
said
his
Tan 4 to
heart,
5 times.
because
Can you listen?
sometimes when a person has something, is
You are too
sickness in his
angry to
heart,
listen. You know.
Just tell him his
you just go on in circles. There's no point talking.
And he has a conclusion in his mind already, unbiased.
I already said
Do you
10.
want to have a discussion?
I keep doing this
Excuse me.
10.
Do you want to have a fruitful discussion or do you
Yeah.
want to argue?
Yeah.
You want to have a discussion?
Yeah, let's have
Respectful discussion, yeah?
Okay.
So in that case, you put your ego aside.
Yeah. Respectful discussion,
Respect
but you
each
call me
other.
communist. The first time you see me, you
excuse
call me
me,
communist. That's
excuse me.
respectful.
I asked you, are you
disagree.
communist? I
The
asked
moment
you.
you see me in my
You-
skin color, you call
you
me
made
communist.
fun of
Are you
Islam.
communist?
Excuse
I
me.
didn't make fun of I'm
Excuse
just
me.
debating. Yeah. What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is called
Excuse me.
Speaker's Corner.
Excuse me, my friend. I've been coming in much stronger than you. I've never seen you
okay,
before.
okay.
So I'm asking you a question, but I
Okay.
don't know you.
So you're saying
you know I'm
whoever-
a Muslim. I'm
Okay.
asking you, what are you? You're
Okay.
saying I don't believe anything. I believe
Is
you
that
do whatever I
wrong? Is
want.
that wrong?
What? That's what I'm asking. I don't know you. I'm
Okay,
asking
I
you
tell you,
questions,
yeah,
but you get very
I
touchy.
answer
This
you.
is called getting to know each other.
I answer you.
Well, you're being
You
difficult
seem very
about it.
I answer you.
defensive. You
I
seem very
answer you.
defensive, and you seem very
No,
like.
you seem to be
get touchy. You
You
understand
seem
why?
to be going
Why?
all the way. You didn't want to
No,
talk to
he
me.
asked you your name, very
I'm
direct.
asking you,
Yeah.
I like to know who I'm talking to.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you communist? Are you theist?
Okay.
Are you?
What is your
are you-
belief?
What is your belief?
I already said that's my belief.
Well,
I
that's
want
what
to live my
I'm
life.
asking.
Tell him,
So
tell
why
him,
you
tell
calling
him.
me
I
racist?
told him.
He's not
Go
me,
back to the
tell him.
video. Go stop. Go back to the
Yeah,
video.
can we go to the video?
First,
can
what
you
the-
rewind
when
and watch
he
it
asked me
now?
what's my belief, what did I say?
Can we please watch it
Tell him
now?
your
What did I
Tell him
say?
your name.
Go back. Want to go back to the video? Let's be logical. Let's relax. Let's be logical. Go back to the video.
Abdul Hamid, relax, man, relax. You're very aggressive right now. Relax,
Yeah.
please.
See, you
I'm
got
just
owned.
relax.
Breathe in and out,
You're
please.
speaking lead, you know, like
What's
a
your
millennial.
name?
Yeah.
What's
Yo,
your
what's up?
name? What's your name?
10.
10.
How many times have I said? 10 times?
10,
You want me to say 10 times?
Say 10 times.
10, 10, 10, 10.
10, 10, 10, 10.
Can't you Chinese ching chong, you know? Ching chong chong.
Now you're being racist.
This guy's angry.
Now you're being racist.
I'm being racist to
You're
myself.
racist to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you build a
Okay,
bridge.
10
Being racist to yourself is
10
how you
Chichong.
build a bridge.
10 Chichong.
Being racist to yourself is how you build a bridge.
Is that your name? 10 Chichong, yeah?
You can call me that. I don't mind.
Chichong. So you believe, Chichong, you believe that you should do whatever you like, yeah?
I'm not saying that.
That's what you just said.
I'm just
Rewind
saying,
it. Rewind it and look what
believe-
he said. Is that what he said? Rewind the video
I
and see
did-
what he said.
Yeah, rewind.
Chichong,
Go
that's what he
rewind.
said.
Rewind. Rewind.
You
Rewind.
said, yes.
Let's rewind.
Rewind. Okay.
I said I
Chichong,
believe I want to live my life.
Chichong.
I didn't say we can do whatever we want. I never said we can do whatever we want.
Okay. So
Go back to the video.
Explain to
Go back.
me.
And then I made you mistake.
Okay, forget
Okay,
that.
okay.
Explain.
Okay, so every time you make a mistake, just
Explain
forget.
anything
Every
again.
time you make a mistake, you forget.
Explain anything again.
Chichong, look. For us to come to common terms,
Yeah.
we have to have some respect for each other.
Yeah.
Understand? And we don't achieve anything by being sarcastic,
Yeah.
by making fun of each other.
Okay.
Because then it's just going to be ego thing. You understand?
Okay,
I can
okay.
do that if you want.
Okay.
I can be like you if you want. I can go down to your level if you
Okay.
want, but I don't want to.
So can I?
Because it doesn't serve me anything.
Okay,
So
so
it doesn't serve you anything.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
speak?
I'm an old man. I'm a big man. I'm sure you're a big man as well. Yeah. Let's not act like little children.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's be adults.
Okay.
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 So you know I'm a Muslim, isn't
Okay.
it?
Can you stop first? I say
Yeah.
respect and act like an adult.
Yes.
So are you saying if we hold the banner, respect, and
Oh
march
my
like an
God,
adult
this
to
guy.
the Middle East, we can solve the problem of the world by being
Wow.
respectful? We have been so respectful for so long, and there's no solution. Look at Middle East.
So you
Yemen,
want to fight,
Saudi-
basically?
I'm asking you.
Did you come for a fight?
I'm not saying. I'm just asking a question.
Huh?
When you want to solve a
Earlier, I
medical
asked
question-
you one of your names. You said Jackie Chan, yes?
Yeah, whatever you want.
You wanna
I'm
fight like
saying-
Jackie Chan?
I'm not saying
I'll
that.
be Bruce Lee
I'm saying
today.
respect and being adult has not solved any problem.
All right.
Has not solved any problem.
So what's
Tell me.
your solution?
My solution is to talk the problem as a problem. I'm being racist to myself to build a bridge so we can speak the problem as a
You're
problem.
Are you being racist
I
to yourself?
was in the anti-racism
Do you realize
conference.
how-
I went
how
to the
absurd that
to the
sounds?
conference with a Muslim
Do you realize
to talk
how
about this.
absurd that sounds? What you just said.
Do you know why? Because
believe the
because
solution is to be racist
because
to
every time we
yourself.
bring up a problem, and you just go racism. This is racist. I can't talk about
me, I
it.
didn't
That's when you
mention
can't solve the
racism.
problem.
Who mentioned racism?
Wait,
Yeah,
okay,
because
Who
we have to
mentioned
be
it?
able to speak
You know,
as
by the
it
way,
is.
by the way,
Speak the truth.
earlier, I told you something that our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, and I'll say it again for the people that are here, please. An Arab is not superior to a non-Arab, nor is a non-Arab superior to an Arab.
Alhamdulillah,
A
brother.
black is not superior to a white, nor is a white superior to a black. And then he turned to me and said, "What about yellow?" Like,
You just proved the point. You know
This
what?
is-
You know why
this
I asked
is-
that?
this
You know
is
why I asked
arrogant.
that?
We were
You
in
know
a
why I asked
serious
that?
tone.
Because
Why?
Islam combined religion with race with nationality.
Doesn't
with states.
non-Arab mean everyone who's not an
Why is
Arab?
it Arab? Why
Are
does-
you not in a non-Arab?
I mean, why has
We're
religion
spoken
has to
about
be-
color now.
Yeah.
We spoke about color.
Not yellow.
Yeah.
You're not yellow.
Look, I'm if you're
I
yellow,
don't
I'm
mind.
yellow.
Some people even call me white at the Muslim debate. I was in with
okay.
Hazim Tariq or something. They call me white, and I was like, I'm not white.
He didn't have any
I'm
background
Chinchong,
Islamic history.
Listen, Chinchong. So, what's the solution? I'm saying to him because he said his name is Chinchong.
My solution-
Yeah? So, there's no point laughing because he said
I
his name
want
is
to give you the
Chinchong.
solution. You don't
I'm
even
not
talk
mocking him.
about it.
No,
He said his name is
This is why
Chinchong,
Muslims-
yes?
I want to hear his solution.
This is why this never happened in Muslim country.
Okay,
Sorry?
This is
Sorry,
why
say that
this-
again?
This is why this kind of debate cannot happen in the Muslim country.
Why?
Because the minority has no ability to speak.
Time.
They can't speak their mind. Every time I want to say, you don't let me speak.
Where's he from, this guy?
Another race.
Is he from Myanmar?
China,
Let me answer
China.
your question. You don't let me
I
answer your
think so.
question.
I think it's China.
Because he mentioned
You
Myanmar
said Thailand.
earlier.
He mentioned Thailand.
He was
You
talking about
what is my
Myanmar earlier.
solution?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my solution is to split the problem as the problem.
Okay, so let's
don't
talk
mix,
about
don't
problem.
mix religion with race. Look at
Right.
atheism and look at Islamophobia, that campaign in UK. Why has that got to do with race? Islam is not a race. Islam is a religion.
Okay, so you can say whatever you want about Islam, yeah?
I mean, Islam is Islam. Religion is religion. Race is race.
And who defines?
You have to split that.
Who defines what is racism?
Islam is
No,
a way of life, bro.
racism means about race. Sexism means about what? About God.
So if-
sexism is sexism.
Right.
Feminism is feminism.
So-
it's simple.
No, but who?
Or you want me to speak
who
Chinese?
defines it? Who defines what is right?
That's what we have to discuss.
He's a comedian,
You don't
man.
mix Islam
Tan,
with
that's
race.
what- Pay for the
show,
You don't
man.
mix.
I'll pay money.
Are you saying?
We are collectively debate to
Are
come
you-
to a
are you
conclusion.
Saying, okay, I'm still trying to understand what it is that you're trying to say to me.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that you want to be able to say whatever you like? Is that what
I'm
you're
saying to have the ability to speak what we believe is true and then split the problem. Don't mix it together.
I see,
Like
okay.
mathematics. You do a mathematics question, you
So-
simplify.
so Tan.
You don't come to the answer right away.
Tan,
You have
are
to
you-
solve the question
Tan.
step by step until you get to the easy part.
you are-
exactly with the
are
same
you-
with racism,
are you-
Islamophobia,
Tan,
with the
Tan,
whole
Tan,
problem.
Tan,
You don't mix it all
Tan,
together.
Tan, relax.
Hamid, relax. Don't interrupt him.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Listen, you are a mathematician.
No,
right?
actually, that's I'm very bad at math.
Okay.
Even though
do you
I'm
believe
that's
in
a
logic?
stereotype.
Do you believe in logic and reason?
Somewhat.
Okay, that's good.
Because
So-
logic is a good method to help you achieve a lot of things.
Do you,
Like building rockets.
do you agree that there are some things in life that regardless of our religion and race, we can come to common terms by using reason? Do you agree to that?
Of course.
Okay. So, do you believe there's a creator, yes or no?
I don't really know until I die. That's why I told you my belief since the beginning. I want to live my life
Okay.
until the end of my life.
Okay, that's fine.
When I
Tan.
die, I will know.
Tan,
I will know.
Tan, would you agree with me that we have very good reasons to believe why a creator exists?
I don't really care what you believe, as long as you don't bring your belief first
No,
to
forget
confront
about my
people.
beliefs. I'm asking about you.
I just
you
told you my
agree
belief.
that we can establish by using reason why a creator must exist. Yes or no?
Then the atheist has the Big Bang theory and then so on and so on. I mean,
Okay.
everyone has this kind of some kind of.
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah,
Big Bang
yeah.
Theory. Okay.
That's just a theory. I don't
What's
care.
your view about that?
It's a theory.
It's a theory. Do you believe in it?
I don't. I'm not knowledgeable enough to explain. I mean, or
So
believe it's
you
true or
spend
not.
all your
he
time.
didn't have
Wait,
any
wait,
background about any
wait,
subject.
wait,
So
wait,
why
Baba,
you make
please.
this debate?
Baba, please.
He didn't have any background
Baba,
about any
Baba,
subject.
please. have some
That's
respect, man.
where
I'm
knowledge
talking,
come from.
man.
This is
Please.
المشكلة اللي ما عندنا
This is
خلفية.
real knowledge. When you don't know, you say you don't know.
Talking, relax.
When you don't know, you say you know.
Tan.
That's false prophet.
So why you make
Yeah,
the
Habibi,
debate?
please.
Why you
Yeah,
don't have
Akhi.
any
You go
background?
to
Yeah,
exam,
Akhi.
you don't know.
Bro,
I don't know how to
please,
do.
I'm
Sorry,
talking.
I don't know how to do this question. Yeah.
Listen.
When you go to exam, you don't know how to do. It means you don't know how to do. You don't bullshit. I know this
طب ليش
question.
يسوي
Number
الدبيت
one.
هذا اللي مع جاهل؟
That's getting crazy.
Let's have a
That's cheating.
dialogue.
That's cheating.
Let's
Yeah.
have a dialogue.
When
yeah?
you don't know, you say you know. That's cheating.
Tan, relax.
Okay. When you don't know, you say you know.
Relax,
That's
please.
that's
Let's have a
false
dialogue.
prophet.
Go back to your
Tan,
point.
let's have a dialogue. Relax. Okay. Now, do you agree with me that to talk about whether there's a God, a creator, yes or no, is one of the most important things in our life?
That's I don't agree because that's a personal journey.
Okay, that's a personal journey, but do you agree it's a very important subject?
Everything is important in life.
Okay.
Whether we have a cleaner street is important.
Right.
Everything is important.
Right.
So
So-
I wouldn't say which is more important. I mean, this clothes is more important than this clothes. I can't say.
So you believe, for example, that you believe there's no creator, you have no purpose in life. Yeah?
I never say, but I say I don't know. I have to live my life to find out the answer.
Do you believe you have a purpose in your life, yes or no?
That's what I'm doing. I'm finding my purpose now. It's like a journey, you know.
You're finding a purpose.
Like you went from this job to find the right job, you know.
But do you believe in your essence you have a purpose, yes or no? From the day you were born.
From the day I was born, I don't know anything. I'm a baby, you know.
Okay. So, for example, in your body, do you have a purpose in your eyes?
What do you mean? And of course, eyes to see. Like I can see.
How about your ears? You have a purpose for your ears?
Yeah. Yes.
How about your tongue? You have a purpose for your tongue? Your heart has a purpose, yeah?
I believe
so
my
likewise, when you were born, did you have a purpose when you were born?
I'm a baby when I'm born.
No.
That's logic.
Why?
Yeah?
No, wait.
Born, I'm a baby.
The same way you agree with me that your eyes has a purpose, your ears have a purpose, your brain has a purpose, everything in your body has a purpose, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like animal. Animal.
Okay, like animal, yes. Everything in creation has a purpose.
Yeah.
Yes? So doesn't it make rational sense, therefore, that your life has a purpose?
When you put it that way, yeah, but maybe it's all about yin and yang, you know? Balance, yin and yang, Taoism.
Yin and yang, Darwinism. Okay, now you're going to other things, philosophy.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to bring in. Your belief is not the only belief. Your belief is not the only
Listen,
truth.
we're getting there slowly. So now you accept that it makes more sense rationally that your body and your life has a purpose.
Of course, everything has. I mean, that's what science is about.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, science, put it aside. Yeah? So I'm looking about science. I'm talking about from epistemological sense that your life has a purpose.
Yeah, of course, that's why mosquito is the highest number now, because it has a purpose.
Killing
humans.
If your life has a purpose, yeah.
Secularism.
Is it possible and rational to say that this purpose came by chance?
Why you keep asking me the question that I don't know?
Tan, I'm asking you to think.
I've been thinking, and I look at all this religion.
He's asked you for your opinion. He's not asked you for a specific
I told you my opinions. I don't know. That's why I have to live my life until the end of my life to see if there's an afterlife, if there's a God, if there's anything.
First,
I do not know the answer, and I won't claim I know the answer.
Tan,
and I'm just here on a journey to build a bridge. Okay?
We're trying to build bridges.
I don't know the answer, but I won't claim I know the answer like you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay?
I'm not claiming anything. I'm trying to discuss with you.
Okay.
Now, when I first asked you about do you have a purpose in life, you said no, I don't know. Then when I asked you,
that's what journey is all about.
Wait, then I asked you again. Does it make rational sense if your eyes, your ears, your brain, your heart has a purpose? Your life must have a purpose. Then you said, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you have. You see, slowly, when you think, when you think, when you just relax for a second and you put your egos and emotions aside and you take that defense wall you have in front of you and you put it away, then you see you're a very smart individual. You're a very smart individual.
Thank you, I'm blushing.
And I don't think you're stupid. I think you're very intelligent. But I think that maybe if you just take your time and kind of maybe don't have this defense barrier and guard
become
up.
the shy Asian now.
No, you should become just normal and not see me as your enemy. Yeah? I'm not trying to. I don't want you to bow to me. Okay, you don't have to bow to me.
That's you insult my culture? No, that's not my culture.
No, that's right. If your culture is fine, but in our culture, we bow only to God. We don't bow to any man. Okay. So what I'm trying to say to you, Tan, yeah?
You just proved another point. We can't live together.
No, we can't live together.
You can't live with Japanese.
No, we can respect it.
They like to bow
I can
everyone,
respect
you know?
that. I can respect that. I can respect your culture. But our person will never do this to any other man. Okay. So anyway, that's your culture. That's my culture. Okay, no problem. So
it's not religion. It's just culture.
It's culture. Something's a culture.
Understood. It's not religion. It's culture.
That's fine. Anyway, let's not go off the topic. Yeah, let's stick to the topic. So you accept that our life must have a purpose. Now, my question to you is this, Tan. If we were to assume, yeah, that there was no creator, that everything we see around us in this universe is just by chance and that has no purpose, where then does this purpose that we have come from?
Why do you keep asking by chance? I just told you I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm to live my life to find out. Why do you keep by chance? I just say I don't know. I have to live until I die, and then maybe I'll meet Allah, or maybe I'll meet Odin, you know? Or Zeus. I like Zeus. Thunder, lightning, very cool.
I want you to use your brain.
I just use my brain. You just told me. Why do you keep mentioning by chance? I say I don't know. There's no chance. I do not know. Okay? But you can't solve the mathematical question without knowing the question. You're asking the wrong question.
No, I'm asking.
You're giving the wrong answer as well.
Before we agreed, you agreed with me before that there's some things in life, Tan, that we can agree with by using reason.
Yeah. That's no reason. You're not being reasonable.
I'm not being reasonable.
Yeah, you keep saying by chance. You're putting words into my mouth. I say I do not know, and you say by chance. I agree by chance. I say I do not know.
Okay, let me explain to you.
I say I do not know. You put words into my mouth by chance.
Relax.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trick you.
This is how you deflect.
I'm not trying to do trick.
Relax. This is how you deflect. I can do the same.
I want to talk to you.
I want to talk to you. Relax. You see, you can't talk anymore.
Oh, you're done.
You are reflecting. You see, are you done? You see, relax. Let me talk. Relax.
Okay,
you see?
Listen, we don't have to talk.
You just deflect yourself.
Listen, I don't want to talk to you if you're not being sincere.
Exactly.
If you want to be arrogant,
You
if
are
you
being
want to be arrogant and you want to argue, then we don't have to talk. Okay.
You are not letting me talk.
That's no problem.
Okay.
Because I thought you were sincere enough to
I'm
listen.
sincere. You're not being
but you're
sincere.
not being sincere. That's
You are
fine. That's
not
fine. No
being
problem. No
sincere.
problem. Listen, we don't have to talk to people like this.
You keep putting words into my mouth. I know your type. You just keep saying the same thing.
Tan, in my religion, yeah, we are told when we speak to the people, yeah, the non-believers, we should invite them to the truth.
Did you invite me?
By using hikmah and using wisdom, yeah, and patience.
Did you invite me?
So
you keep blocking me.
Tan, if you don't want to, listen,
stopping me from talking.
if you don't want to listen,
relax. You keep saying relax.
then we
How do
don't
I
need to
talk?
talk.
You're not respecting me. You keep relax. You can't let me talk. You don't let me talk. That's not respect.
Okay, you want to talk? Okay, go on.
Just
talk,
now when I
talk.
say you keep
go on,
relax.
talk. I'll let you talk. Go on.
Yeah, just
Go
now
on.
I want to talk. Just now, not now.
Go on.
Just now, I'm just proving the point.
Okay, go on.
I just answered a question. I just answered a question.
Okay,
I
can I
say I
speak?
do not know.
Okay.
Yes, when you say the word by chance. I never said by chance. I never agreed to that. Now your turn.
Can I say something now? Okay. So let's go back to the beginning what you said. We agreed some things in life we can establish by using reason. Yes or no? For example, do you agree that half of something is less than a whole? Do you agree to that?
Sounds like Chinese proverb. You mean half glass full, half glass empty kind of question?
So for example, half of something is less than a whole.
Yeah, I agree to that. You know what I
So for example, logic. Yeah. For example, a circle cannot become a square and remain a circle at the same time.
I know that. I agree to that. That's called irony, or somebody call it devil,
Yes.
or in Chinese they call it 拉长补短.
Yes. Okay, good. So have you heard
No,
of
you don't
the-
even want to know. No, ask me to translate that.
No,
Okay.
no. So I know.
It's called contradiction, devil,
Yes.
irony.
Sure. Yeah. So have you heard of the oxymoron called something cannot come from nothing? Have you heard of this?
Yeah. Even the mathematics is contradicting itself.
Yes. So for example, we don't find order coming from disorder.
Yeah,
You agree?
exactly. That's why balance. Yeah.
Perfect. So, Tan, by using this logic and reason, yeah, I can prove to you without any doubt why the creator exists.
Okay.
Yeah? Because we know both from reason and science that the universe at one point did not exist.
Okay.
Yeah? At one point in time, there was nothing,
Okay.
empty space.
Okay.
And we found the universe comes into existence.
Okay.
So now, if we apply this standard, yeah, this method of applying reason to how the universe came to existence, we can establish why there must be a creator.
Okay.
Yeah, should we do that?
Okay.
Okay. Is it possible the universe, which is so complex, more complex than, for example, this smartphone? Do you accept that?
Yeah, of course.
This smartphone has a lot of features.
Yeah.
It's made from plastic, glass, and oil. We know, for example, plastic comes from what oil? Glass comes from sand.
Are you gonna say come from sky in the end?
No.
I heard that before.
No. I'm gonna say that you wouldn't accept if I told you that this phone made itself. Would you accept that?
Of course I will.
If it made by chance, yeah? Maybe the oil and the sand in Saudi Arabia mixed.
I would
and
call
there
it a
was a
cause and
sandstorm.
effect. I don't call it by chance. I say
Yeah.
cause and effect.
But you would accept
I do
that
this,
it's
you do
impossible.
that.
It's impossible if I tell you this phone made itself. You wouldn't accept that, isn't it?
Okay.
It's impossible, yes?
Yeah, that's human
Okay.
interpretation.
No,
remember this keyword,
That's-
human interpretation. That's
Tan,
how we view.
Tan,
This cannot be made by
this
chance.
is
Human
called
interpretation.
A universal common truth. That's something that
That's
doesn't
how
come
you
from nothing.
interpret and how I interpret.
Simple
This-
question.
You just,
I just asked
you look. We just look. 5 minutes ago, we agreed
Yeah, this is how we
that
interpret.
something cannot come from nothing.
Yeah,
I'm asking you now. Can this phone make itself by chance?
cannot. By
Thank you.
how we interpret.
That's what I'm trying to explain
But
to you. Ken.
okay, let's go to.
Okay?
You want to go to the creator
Now let's
now.
go to the universe. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is more complex, the phone or the universe?
Both are complex.
No. Which one is more
Both
complex?
are complex.
Are you saying this phone is the same as that?
Yeah.
So all the laws of physics, the gravity, the time
The
and
black
space,
hole.
that's the same level as this?
You
Tan?
put me in a room,
Yeah?
ask me to make a phone, and then put me in a room, ask me to figure out the universe's
Yeah.
biggest question. I can't answer both. I
can't
can't make a
answer
phone.
both.
I can't answer the
Okay.
question.
But we know
both are
people-
complicated.
Okay, Tan. Okay, I don't know if maybe you feel that I'm trying to kind of corner you or something, but
I'm
any
telling you the
rational
truth.
person.
Can you make this phone?
Any
Can
rational,
you make this phone? Can you make this phone now?
Any rational
Somebody
person.
can make it.
Somebody can.
If you ask a rational
There-
person,
Anybody can make the universe.
Okay. Nobody know.
No, I'm asking you.
So
That's a simple question.
if somebody if the
somebody
creator
can do
okay.
that, but somebody can do
Okay,
that.
if
upstairs.
creator make the universe, who make the creator?
before
You see
go-
the irony now. You bring your own
Tan,
irony
Tan,
back.
you
Who
cannot-
created the
okay,
creator and who created the
Tan,
creator
Tan, wait,
and who
wait,
created
wait,
creator?
It's all sad.
This is the irony. The irony.
Tan.
This is the devil.
we will touch upon that.
拉长补短, you see?
Do you believe in the
That
devil?
is the devil, yeah?
You believe in the devil?
If you believe in the
Devil
you believe in Allah.
devil
You
is
believe in
irony.
Allah.
That's just a human language is artificial.
You believe in
No,
the
I can
devil,
speak Chinese, I
how
can
you
speak,
not
I can
believe in a
speak
God?
Deutsch.
Tan.
Doesn't make sense. Language is artificial.
Okay,
Language is artificial, okay?
Tan.
Who do you think make Arabic? God? You think God make Arabic? You think God make English?
Tan.
The Christian,
Can we just relax?
Jesus come down and say, this is English. Okay, everyone speak English.
Slowly get there.
I'm speaking logic, you know?
No, you're not. You're very emotional.
Okay, let's
You're
skip.
very emotional.
Okay, let's go back to the creator.
I think you have your guard up. Bring your guard down.
Okay,
relax.
let's go back to creator. Let's go back to
Let's
creator.
go back to what we said.
Creator.
10. The universe is more complex than a mobile phone, Tan. Okay, we don't need to argue about this because any rational person with a brain cell knows that the universe is far more complex than a phone.
I just asked you, do you know how to make the phone?
I don't, but people know, yes.
Okay, so maybe somebody know how to make the universe. Big Bang Theory, the Christian, you know, every religion. I'm using the same argument as you.
Can we please be serious?
That's good. He believes in a creator of the universe,
I'm
right?
speaking as a language.
So you accept.
I could be.
With this phone analogy, what he's trying to pose to you,
I
Tan,
say it could be. Creators, but who created the creator?
So you believe that there is a possibility that there was a creator
There is a
of the
possibility.
universe?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So you're
I
saying a creator created the universe?
There's many possibilities. I do not know since the beginning.
I thought you meant a human being made the universe.
I never say that.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe I misunderstood you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm just saying, who created the creator? Who created the creator? That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, that's good.
Nobody knows.
So we agree that the universe would have to have a creator, yes?
Maybe 1% of the chance. There's too many answers.
Okay, 1%.
Okay, 1% chance.
That's
yeah?
good. That's good.
So
Logic, you know, I'm trying to provide with logic.
Right.
That's my belief. I want to live
Let's
my life.
concentrate on the 1%.
Yeah.
now,
Why only 1%?
That's good.
Okay.
So
now
at least
this
10%.
this creator time, yeah? Do you agree that this creator obviously would have to be uncreative?
What does it mean? In simple
Meaning that
English.
this creator did not have a creator.
No.
You know why? Because that will answer your question that you said before. Who created the creator?
Oh, so I have to believe you blindly to accept this as the answer.
Logic, reason time. Yeah, relax.
That's not
Use
reason.
your reason. Look, if I say to you, this God created God, what would your next question be?
Multiply.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Forever. Yeah.
Infinity, and beyond.
And if that goes on forever, would there ever be anything created?
That's why nobody knows. That's why it's called irony.
No, Tan.
That's how the words came
Tan.
about.
This is why, that you see, our concept of God in Islam is the only concept of God in the world which makes sense, because we say
it doesn't make sense to me. I just told you, it
Tan,
doesn't make
but
sense.
You don't even know our concept.
You just claim.
You don't
just
even know our
make a claim.
concept. Tan, you don't even know our concept.
You just claim the creator.
What is our concept?
You say there cannot be uncreated. I mean, creator is full stop.
Okay.
Creator one.
Now,
full stop.
if the creator is uncreated, then what does that mean? That means that God had no beginning.
That's why nobody knows.
Nobody knows?
Yeah.
No, we know, Tan. We know.
How do you know?
Maybe you don't know, but
How
we
do
know.
you know?
We
Tell me,
know.
how do you know?
Okay.
Enlighten me.
Before we get to
Enlighten
that,
me.
why do you accept?
Enlighten me. I
Rationally-
don't care about what I
Tan,
accept.
I'm explaining to
Enlighten
you.
me. How do you know?
I'm explaining to you. Tan.
How do I know?
There you go.
How do you know?
Here it is.
I'm explaining to you, rationally speaking, that it makes only rational sense for the creator to be uncreated, because if they had the creator, that means it will go on for infinity. And if that happens forever, nothing will be created. You understand?
So, want to go back to the analogy you used with smartphone? You know, when we do mathematics, there's always contradiction and so on. That's how they create a smartphone. You can't have the biggest
Mathematics
battery.
has contradictions.
Yeah, of course. I'm not a mathematician. I can give you the link.
So what are you talking about if you don't?
I'm just saying, why can't we create a perfect phone?
No. Listen.
Wait. It's the same question.
Tan,
I'm using
Tan,
the same
Tan.
analogy. Why can't we create a perfect phone?
Tan, you're getting too
Because
philosophical now.
of contradiction.
No.
That's the problem with this.
Maths.
You don't want to be solid
Listen.
Religion
there's
is
no-
about philosophical.
Look. Mathematics.
Okay.
Mathematics
Okay. Yeah.
is 1 + 1 always 2.
Okay.
Is 1 + 1 always 2?
No, I want to go back to why can't we create a perfect phone?
You said the maths is contradictions. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I
different
can
topic.
show you the specialist. I'm not a specialist. That's why I don't want to claim to be a false prophet. I'm not knowledgeable enough to prove it, but I can give you the link, a person who can show you that there's contradiction in math.
Okay.
But I'm not the person to talk about that.
And that proves what?
That proves what? That means that God, creator, can be infinity, because everything is infinity and we can't explain
God
everything.
can be infinity.
Yeah, because who created God?
But that's
It's the
that's
same.
what I'm trying to say to you.
Allah is an Arab.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Muhammad was an Arab. Quran is an
Excuse me.
Arab.
Okay.
God
Excuse me.
is an Arab.
Excuse
Okay.
me, sir.
Yeah.
McDonald's
He's
is
not
over there.
Chinese.
McDonald's
He's
is
not
there.
Chinese.
Okay.
He's not Japanese.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to you, God is infinite.
We're using the same analogy. You said this. You asked me the smartphone, yeah, which is more complicated. I'm just telling you, why can't you create them?
Tan.
Why can't you create the most?
Do you know what infinity means?
Why can't you create the most complicated phone?
You know you don't.
Why can't can't you create a more? Why can't you?
Do you know what infinity means?
You don't answer me. I answer your question, but you never answer me.
I'm asking you because you said God
Why?
is infinite. Yeah?
You use the simple.
No, you said God is
Why
infinite.
can't we create a perfect phone?
You said God is infinite.
Why
Yeah?
can't we create a perfect phone?
I'm asking you.
You're using the human analogy to compare to God.
No, forget
You're
that.
using human interpretation
I'm
to talk
asking
about God.
You said God is infinite.
If
yeah?
God is real, it's beyond human comprehension. You
Relax.
can't speak on behalf of God.
Relax.
You can't speak on behalf of
You
God.
said
You
God
are
is
nobody.
infinite.
You are just a human. You can't speak on behalf of God if there's a God. You use the same analogy of how we make this phone, which means we can't create a perfect phone. So that means that proof. What does it prove?
Is God infinite? Yes or no?
Telling you about Samsung
Yeah, God.
phone
Who
in the
created
middle
God?
of the
Tell me.
desert.
Who created God? It's the same analogy as phone.
Okay, if God is infinite, why do you?
Who
ask-
made the phone?
Tan,
Who made the phone?
Tan, listen.
Who made the
Samsung.
smartphone?
If you're gonna be like this, I don't want to talk to you.
Who made the
I
smartphone?
don't need to talk to you if you don't listen to me.
This is how Muslims react to me every time.
No. I'll be very patient with you
Patience,
guys.
more
patient with
Honestly,
you than I was.
you're being very
This
unreasonable.
is logic. I'm using your same
No,
argument.
Tan.
I'm using your own argument.
Tan, I'm
Who manufactured the smartphone? Who created the
Give him the
smartphone?
chance to
Apple
answer.
did.
Okay?
If you
He
calm
made
down
in
for a
China.
second, yeah, just relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Because
the
because you're not getting anywhere the way you're talking,
Let him answer
the way you're behaving, you've been very unreasonable.
That's why they
You understand?
the
I'm treating
latest
you nice
argument
with
is-
respect. I'm treating you with respect, yeah? Have some decency, give back to me.
Every time you run back to respect.
technology there.
Yeah, because otherwise there's no point. There's no point
I'm asking you to
talking.
be rude to me and tell me logic.
I was being rude to you.
I'm asking you to be rude to me and speak logic.
You want me to be rude to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but
don't
that's
fight
not in
me.
my nature.
Okay, fine. Then how do we have
Yeah?
discussion? That's what I'm saying. You have to be able to talk about the problems. I'm
Is
asking
that-
you.
is that
I'm
your
asking you to be
culture?
straight. I'm asking you to be straight to the point. Tell me who made this smartphone? Who made this smartphone?
This smartphone was made by Apple.
Apple. And who made Apple?
Who made Apple? Steve Jobs.
And who made Steve Jobs?
Who made Jobs? God made Steve Jobs.
Okay, so Steve Jobs born and then he goes, I'm gonna make the iPhone since a baby. You're just saying
What's
that's
your
what
point? What's your point?
It's the same. You keep asking the question and it never stop. You never stop because this is semiconductor. There's so many chips. Someone invented this chip. Someone invented the screen. Someone invented the button, the casing, and then someone just combined it. It's a human
Give them one
evolution.
analogy. Akhi.
Human
One analogy.
evolution.
There are certain termites that live in the water. They dwell
You're here for a purpose.
meters and meters beneath the land level, yeah? Okay. They have never come into contact with daylight because they are right in the depth of the oceans. They have no eyes. They just sense things, for instance, yeah? There are such creatures exist, right? I don't know what they're called. They've got some scientific fancy names, but they do exist. Okay. So they cannot see, they cannot even hear, and they just crawl around on the floor of the ocean, yeah? So many meters below land level, yeah? They've never come into contact with anything other than what's in the ocean, for instance. Do they know what an iPhone is? No. Evidently. Okay. Hold on. Evidently. Just bear with me 1 minute, Tanya. Okay, so they don't know what an iPhone is. If you were to, supposing they did have ears now, yeah? And they did have a brain, yeah? With logic. And you spoke to them about an iPhone, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Because their logic doesn't have that capacity to understand this this equipment, right? Okay? Abdul Hamid, please, Akhi.
Can you go straight to the point?
Please.
My patience has gone down.
How is it?
I need some time to.
So, I want to drag him back because he was a lot more patient with you than I was.
Doesn't matter. I don't know what you're trying to What's your point?
What my point is, the same way that termite in the bottom of the ocean cannot understand the concept of an iPhone, because their logic and their brain doesn't capacitate for that kind of
I know what you're getting
equipment.
at. Yeah, I know what you're
So you, as a human being, can you capacitate and understand the fact of God without your own human logic? The reason why we do. Sorry, answer that first. Go on.
I was saying no.
Okay.
No for me, no for you as well.
I'll tell
None
you
of us
why-
can.
I'll tell you why yes for me now.
Why? Because of book.
Sir.
Quran, yeah?
Sir.
Who invented paper?
Huh?
China 5,000 years. Quran 1400.
Alright, listen, we know.
Okay?
I know you keep digging us about China. Yes, they invented a lot of things.
Yeah,
yeah,
We know
You
that.
answer.
just
We know
tell
that
you.
China
Question.
invented a
Quran.
lot of things.
Just
1,400 years
We know
ago.
China invented a lot of
Yeah.
things.
So what
However,
does it
listen,
mean?
I'll tell you
That's
how.
Why
no-
you
I'll
didn't
tell
give
you
him
how. I'll
the
tell you
chance
how.
to answer?
I'll
That's
tell
no
you.
Why
logic.
you answer on behalf of him?
Yeah.
You give a question and you answer it.
I answer it.
Give him the chance to answer.
He said
you.
Quran.
No, he didn't say that.
He didn't say
So
it.
just
He
give him. You
Okay,
didn't,
so
you
okay,
didn't
what
give
is the
him a
answer?
chance
What is
to
the answer?
answer.
Okay, sorry,
I
what's the
could have
answer?
been talking about an encyclopedia for all you know.
Oh, okay, so you're on my side. Encyclopedia.
I'll shake
Cheers
your
to
hand,
that.
but I'm not on your side.
Cheers to encyclopedia. Cheers to encyclopedia. That's all about learning, yeah?
Can I answer myself? Is that okay?
Answer.
Where are you from? You from China?
No.
Where are you from?
Thank you. You're the first one who actually asked me instead of calling me. Are you
No,
communist?
I came
I'm
here.
from
You told me
Malaysia.
you're from Myanmar.
Malaysia. Alright, I don't have information more about Malaysia and these countries, you know.
Do you want to speak with
I
her?
don't know
Speak with him
nothing.
instead.
About Malaysia, which country? This is a criminal, it's a nice country. I don't have any information.
Speak with him. You
Look
have
it
to
It takes
discuss
time
it.
for me to get
Listen,
information
I'll tell
a
you,
little
before I
bit, you know,
leave.
because I'm the only one I don't have information. I just get help from my Muslim people, that's it. Because Christian people came
Why are you not
sometimes,
arguing
oh,
with
you
her?
don't
Argue with her
have
the same way
any.
you're
That is
arguing with
it,
us.
you know.
Argue with her now.
I don't know what to argue. What are you trying to argue? Are you trying to argue?
No, just I'm arguing.
She said she
because
doesn't know
I
where I'm
just
from.
ask you where you from. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it.
What
you
to
know?
argue about
and
that?
I don't have any information about you. You know, I thought you know something. That's why you're talking like you know. If you know something, you don't need to
There's
talk.
nothing to argue.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Tan.
But I don't. You
The
don't
reason
have
why
any-
we believe in God is because a book came, and this book, yeah, it came to say that the author of this book was God. And the way we believe in this book is because of the miracles, the signs, the prophetic miracles and signs in this
Miracles,
book.
okay.
Yes, sir.
And you're from? Are you saying miracle is reason? Miracles equal to reason? Yes or no?
Of course it is.
Okay, I'm
But
saying.
you're not by your own logic.
I can call my
Not
miracle
by
anything.
human logic.
Then
For instance, if I said to you,
if-
if I said to you, can you lay me an egg? Can you do it?
I can't.
You can't do it, but a bird can, yes? So you understand that there may possibly be other creation that can do what you cannot do, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Similarly, Allah, who we say is uncreated,
Yeah.
but He has created.
Yeah.
He has
But I want to
created.
prove the Quran is false.
Okay, you want proof that the Quran is real? Who's got a Quran on them?
I have.
You have a Quran? Yeah. Bring it out, please.
You Muslim.
No, but I'm from a Muslim country and the Muslim are not treating non-Muslim well. I'll give you the smaller version.
You know what it is with your
So why am I?
Give him the one.
You're gonna give it back to me?
No, just
I wanna read, you know?
which chapter I read for you? I know English a little bit, you know.
He's gonna ask. Tell me.
I know English. I help you.
I don't know. He wants to refer the Quran.
We're gonna refer
No,
to
which
this book.
chapter you wanted to read for you? You know.
I don't want to read. He wants to read.
You want to read.
I'm not
But
gonna
it is
read, you
reading for you. You read for him or not?
I'm just saying this is
No,
this is
no,
not
no,
reason.
no, no, no.
I'm just saying there's no reason to believe in this because there's no logic. Quran is only 1,400 years old, and you call it the truth, and there's no mention of other civilization. Only Jew, Christian, and the Hindu in this book. You call that idolater or
Sorry, say
pagan
that
Arab, whatever
This
you
is
call it.
old religion explaining nothing else.
All right,
There's
you know
no
what?
bad
It
about
doesn't.
I will-
It doesn't explain where I come from. You know.
Okay.
Why is it?
You asked the
why?
question.
Just give information for people
Can
who
I
don't
answer?
have information like this.
Can I
you know.
answer?
That is it.
يسأله قرأ القرآن. Did you read
I
it?
gave you
Did
Quran.
read the
You have
Quran? Did you
Hold
read
it.
Quran?
Relax. Relax. Relax.
This is Quran. You read it? Did you read it?
I read the Quran before. Earlier you made a claim. by
I
the
read
way.
this one.
This is what?
So why did you bring out this one if you read that one?
Easier to take. Can I give it to you because this one I make my bookmark. I make my bookmark
Isn't
here.
bookmarks better then?
Did you
So,
read it?
for my future reference.
So isn't that bookmarks better for us then? Because it's more
Why
comprehensive.
do you know
for
what I
you.
read?
Because it's more. No, no.
You
Hold on.
just say you want to use Quran to prove it to me.
Earlier you said Surah Al-Fatiha contains war verses. Is that true?
Why do you go back to the? You haven't ever answered me.
We're gonna bring this up
Yeah,
because
sure.
we're gonna show you first
Yeah.
that I don't even know what you're reading. Open Surah Al-Fatiha. You know which surah that is?
Go back to the question. You just say you
open the
You
opening
just
chapter of the
prove it
Quran.
to me.
We will do.
Quran is real.
We will do. But first,
Proof.
I need to know that it's the Quran.
Why is it always first
I
for you,
need-
not for me?
I'll prove
Why
you.
is it always first for you, not for
I'll tell
me?
you why, sir. Listen, don't worry. Listen.
You
I need
just
to
asked
know
me-
something from you.
Go
One
back to
thing.
the video. You can see how silly you are. You asked me to bring out Quran and then you don't want to talk about Quran. This is silly, man. You asked me to bring out Quran and you don't want to show me.
I need to verify that the book that you have is actually the
And
Quran.
show me your Quran. Prove it to me. How is it real?
Allahu Akbar.
Prove me.
This guy is defensive, man. He's holding two books. He brings out one for us and he refers to
go
one
back to the
himself.
video.
He said earlier to a few of the brothers here
Mike.
that in Surah Al-Fatiha it has
又来讲这种废话。
verses about war.
一直在讲 Arab，
Verses
讲来说什
about
么？
war.
谁听得懂？
I'm speaking in
看得
English,
懂
by the way.
Okay.
Earlier you didn't like that I was speaking in the
Okay.
language of the Quran.
Okay.
Now you are speaking another language when you had a problem with me speaking the language.
You see how this
that
conflict happened?
No, hold on.
Yeah?
Don't be a
This is how
hypocrite.
conflict happened.
Yeah? So what I'm trying to do firstly, before we speak about the miracles inside his copy of the Quran, or his translated copy of the Quran, we need to verify that this is in fact a copy of the Quran and not something that was invented in your Chinese factories as you keep
That
talking
was not
about.
the question, yeah?
Or somewhere else, all right? Earlier, you went around propagating to people that in Surah Al-Fatiha, which is a chapter of the Quran that as Muslims, everyone recites at least 17 times a day in their prayer, contains verses about war.
Just
So
repeat the same
before I
Did you
speak about
say
the
that?
miracles,
Did you
did you
say
say that
that?
yes or no?
Some of it, I don't. I
You
can't
said that,
What
fine.
is it?
You
What
said
is
that.
it?
There you go. So this is a statement that we need
Just
to
a
adhere to.
minute.
So before we go to open up this book And if I'm going to use it to refer to it as the word of Allah, we need to understand if this book that he's holding has been tampered by the evil hands of men. He said that in the Quran, and obviously evidently he has references inside it, that in Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Quran, that as I said, as Muslims, we recite 17 times a day, yeah? And that he said that it contains verses of war inside it. So before we speak about these miraculous signs in the Quran, we need to verify that what you got is in fact the Quran. Yes?
What
the Quran is uncreated.
The question
this
was,
book that you hold may very well
you are
be
supposed
created.
to prove to me how Quran is real.
Can
and
I
then
verify
you
that
keep
your book
talking
is...
about this
Alright, give me your
distraction.
book. Give me your
You're
book.
diverting.
Alright, give me your book now. Now, give me the book where you were saying to everyone else that you read that in there it talks about war in Surah Al-Fatiha. I want that book. The one that you were propagating. The blue one. Is that the blue one? The big blue one? Alright. Alright, so now we're going to open Surah Al-Fatiha.
But can you tell me first before I open?
Open your book.
Tell me
Let's
first.
verify it before we take information.
Why do I bow
from
to your
it.
demand?
Let's verify it.
Prove it first, then
Let's
I'll...
verify it.
Prove
Let's
it first.
verify it. No, no.
Prove it first. Why is the Quran real? That was the first question.
Let's verify your book.
Don't escape.
We need to check that what you have is
Doesn't
real.
matter what I read. You have the real Quran. You have the real Quran.
That's fake.
Because I want you to trap yourself.
Give me the book.
I want you to trap yourself with this argument.
Here
Prove
you
it.
go. This is Islamophobia, guys.
Prove it to
I'm
me.
sorry. You know what? You know what?
Prove it to me.
Sometimes,
Why Quran is real?
sometimes in Speaker's Corner, you have to be a little bit confrontational just to get the truth out and to squeeze the phones
I'm
from the
pretty sure
truth.
it's gonna come
Here
out.
I'm squeezing now. Okay.
You're not.
Earlier you said
Everyone
this
can
gentleman Tan earlier
Ask
said.
every non-Muslim I can tell.
Alhamdulillah. This is going to be a very interesting video
Yeah,
about
sure.
you. Okay. You have
Prove
made
it
a
to me.
claim. We are going to. Give me the book.
I
Give
want
me
you
the
to
book.
prove.
All right. Give me
I'm
the book.
holding right here. I want
All
you
right,
to
give me
prove
the
it.
book.
Open it.
Open the book.
I want you to prove
Open
it.
the book.
Prove it to me first.
Open the book.
Prove it to me
Open
first.
it. Open it.
Prove it to me first, then I'll open.
Okay, now open the chapter, Surah Al-Fatiha, where you said in this chapter it speaks about verses pertaining to war. This is a chapter in the Quran that as Muslims we recite 17 times a day and we know by heart. And there are no verses of war whatsoever. It speaks of the lordship of Allah. It speaks of the worship of Allah. It speaks of names and attributes of Allah. So where you said that it speaks about war, I want you to open now and back up your statement that you earlier were propagating around Speaker's Corner. Surah Al-Fatiha. What chapter is this? Al-Fatiha. Where's the war? Please speak.
In Surah and attack by the idolaters, why does it talk about attack? On the first page.
Let's see. Let's see.
He's got
Move your
tafsir.
hand.
Bismillah, come on.
Move your hand
All right,
over.
where is it? Read
Why are you
this,
covering
please.
your
Read
hand
this.
with it?
Read this.
What do you want me to read this? I just showed it to you.
This is the Quran, apparently, in accordance to
So
you.
what
Read
is this?
All right, read this. All right, I'm going to read it out for everyone, inshallah.
Why don't
yeah?
you show it to
In the name of Allah.
in Surah and attack?
We're
In
gonna
Surah
go
and
to
attack.
What is it?
Where does it say
I
about
bring out
war?
a proof
Here's
that-
the verse. Here's the verse.
When I bring it out to you, you ask me to...
Here's the verses.
So
Read
who
the
wrote
verse.
this? Who wrote this?
This is men. This
Okay.
is apparently
So the
Allah.
Muslim cannot agree
No,
with
no,
each
hold
other.
on. This is Allah. Why are you going to men?
Okay, let's go to the
So
church.
you close it.
Let's
Liar.
go. No, let's
Liar.
go to the mosque. No.
Liar.
Close the
No. Go to the mosque now and disagree. I got this from
All
the
right,
mosque.
now, all right, no
Let's
problem.
go to the mosque together. Each
All right, I'll give it to everyone else.
Whitechapel is London. Let's go there together now.
Okay.
Let's talk
All
to
right.
the Muslim there.
All right, time.
They're spreading false Islam. Let's go there now
Time,
together.
excuse me. All right, time.
The Muslim at the mosque are spreading false
Alright, time,
Islam.
time.
Let's go
See
there
this
now.
Here? See this here? I'm going to read it out to you without looking at it and you can compare it. Alright, this is the English translation of Surah Al-Fatiha, okay? Surah Al-Fatiha means the opening. It's the opening chapter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, hold on.
Listen to him, please.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, or the most beneficent, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds.
No, this is what
This is
the
what
Surah Fatiha is.
The most gracious, the most merciful,
Follow this one.
Wow, this is
owner
no
of the
logic.
day of judgment.
When something came out, you just cover it.
You alone we
Like
worship.
hijab.
I want.
You alone we
Hijab
ask
is
for
what
help.
is the solution.
Show us
When
the
you see
straight
a problem,
path.
just cover it.
The
When you see
path of
problem,
those
cover
that
it.
gained your favor.
Oh my God.
Not of those
If
that
this is
gained your
Islam,
anger
I don't want it
and
in
of
my
those who
life.
goes astray.
When you see
Now I
problem,
ask all
cover
of
it.
you that are
That's
listening
not
here,
kind of Islam I want.
where is the war?
There's no logic.
Allahu
Explain.
Akbar. There is no war. So now we are asking Tan to
don't want
recite
to
this
listen.
and he doesn't want to do it. Abdul Hamid, he's been exposed differently. I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to do it. He said in Surah Al-Fatiha it contains verses of war. Yeah? Where are the verses of war? This is Allah's word apparently, yeah? Where are the verses of war?
So who wrote this? I want
This
to
is
know
men, this is men.
Boy, my
No,
blood.
no, no, go to Allah first, don't go to
Okay,
men.
go to Allah. Okay,
All
now
right,
I'm
where's
done,
the
I'm
war?
done.
Where's war? Where's war?
I'm saying.
Read, no, read the war.
I
Read the
never
war.
said it was. I said Quran.
Sorry?
I never said a verse. I said Quran.
Quran. This is Quran here. This is not Quran.
Don't tell me.
This is not Quran.
Muslim are the one me.
Breathe. This is not
Muslim.
Quran. This is not Quran.
Okay, fine.
This is Quran.
Let's go to the Muslim church.
No.
Go-
Read it. You.
Let's go to the mosque.
Hold on. Did you verify your information?
I got it.
Did you verify
I got
your
it from the
information?
mosque. How much?
Did you verify your information?
That's why I'm bringing here.
Did you verify your information?
I go to the mosque.
Did you verify your information?
Okay, let's
Did
destroy all the
you
mosque.
verify?
He went to the mosque.
He went to the mosque.
I got this from a mosque.
Did you verify your
I
information?
got it from mosque.
Where are the
And they
verses
say
of
what?
war? All right, you got it from the
What are you talking
masjid.
about verse?
Hold on. He got it from the masjid. Apparently, he's been referencing it as well. Yeah, he's been referencing it
I'm
as
just
well.
saying why he went
He
to
has
this.
He's been going around telling people that there are verses of war inside Surah Al-Fatiha.
Go back to the
So
video.
now when
Did
we
I say
ask
verse?
him, he won't read. Iqra.
Go back to the video. Did I say verse? Go back.
بسم
I can
ربك
wait.
الذي
Go back.
خلق.
Go back to the video.
He's very conscious of the video. He wants to be in the video. I think.
See if there's a.
His whole point
Did
is
I
he wants to
mention
be in the
about
video.
verse?
All right, you know what?
Go back to the video. Did I mention about verse? Go back.
Guys, inshallah.
If I mention verse, I will pay you £100.
No problem.
If I did not mention verse, you pay me £100.
There are people here that came to me and said,
Dan,
this
you told
man
me
this.
said in Surah
Dan, you
Al-Fatiha,
told me this.
there
I
are
never
verses of
mentioned
war.
verse.
You, this
told
is the
me
man here.
this.
No.
Subhanallah. What did he say
Go
to
to the
you?
video.
What did he say
You
to you?
even told me, I highlighted it.
Yeah.
And it's right here, but this is the translations.
Second witness?
Man.
Two witnesses.
Blame it on Muslim.
Two
Blame it on
witnesses
Muslim.
here.
Blame it on Muslim.
Two witnesses here.
I was there when you mentioned it.
Two witnesses
this is the
here.
fault
All
of
right, I'll tell
Muslims.
you what. Now, you have two witnesses that you said that in Surah Al-Fatiha,
this is how
there are
Islam do it.
verses of war.
This is how
Deal
Islam do
with
it
them.
before rapists.
I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Muslim no